All right, so to start off, before we get into how to work our business, running our business, doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 together, something that one of my friends recommended doing every day, and I've been doing it this week, and it's just lit a whole nother type of fire under me, is starting every single day and either writing it down in a journal, having a list on your phone, somewhere writing it down. Why am I doing this today? It doesn't have to be your big overall why, but why are you putting in the effort today? So for example, right now I have someone that's running for VIP 800. That's why I'm doing this business today, is to help that mama hit VIP 800, because I know that bonus means Christmas gifts for her family. It's going to help you not lose sight of your big why, having little things why you're doing it today. It'll help you not get discouraged, because if you make your why about something you're doing today, every single day, it's achievable. It's not the big overall picture that, yes, I'm working towards this, and yes, it's important to have that big overall why, but having something small that you can accomplish today, something you can accomplish this week, is going to keep lighting that fire and showing you that you're able to do this, that you're capable of doing this. It can be even something personal, like I know auto bonus week payout was this week. So last week I was working my business because next week I knew that I was going to get my auto bonus and it was going to pay for my car. That was my small picture why last week. So just taking a couple seconds to kind of figure out, why are you doing this business today? And it'll also, having a small daily why will help you keep lighting that big overall passion. And I've just noticed like that huge little mindset change has made such a difference in my work ethic. So I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick before we kind of dive in. If you already have that written down or still working on it, what products do you have near you right now? I know right now I'm still drinking my lifestyle mix. I'm putting my DFT on. We are going to take a picture of a product that we're using right now. If you already did your 3 steps, go ahead and take a picture of you and your DFT. If you're going to be taking a Plusline product later today, you can go ahead and grab that. Whenever I do working Zooms now, I'm having you guys take pictures. You can save them in your phone. You can make a special album. You can put them in your notes section and save them, because I know some mornings I'm so busy taking my 3 steps and getting out of the door to go to work that I don't always take new pictures of everything. So it's nice to have pictures saved on my phone where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm making my lifestyle mix, but I realized I forgot to take a picture of my capsules and my sculpt. No problem. I have tons of pictures that I've taken of my capsules and sculpt that I can use. Then I can do a video real lifetime of me making my lifestyle mix, and it saves me that one extra step. So we're just going to take a picture of any product right now. And when you are posting your products, always share, what are you doing? Don't just take a picture of your men's capsules and post it without any wording, any explanation. What are you doing and why? Always ask the why question. Well, I am taking my men's capsules or your women's capsules and my sculpt because it helps me wake up in the morning. Why does it help you wake up in the morning? Well, because it has these and these. Pick a few key ingredients that you're really excited about. I always like to stress that they have B vitamins. So many people know that B vitamins help give you energy. So sharing that the capsules have vitamin D in it, people are going to associate that with energy. Or, you can take a picture of the ingredients and put, oh my goodness, so much goodness. Something like that. Get creative, be you, use your own terminology. People are going to tell if you're just using other people's wording. People are going to tell if you aren't coming up with your own content, because it's going to sound different. They're going to see your lives, your videos, your posts, and they're going to know, okay, Mandy, talks this way. Tracy talks this way. Hillary talks this way. You guys can probably even kind of figure that out by hopping on all of our different Zooms. We all 3 have very distinct personalities, and we all use different phrases. Like Hillary has the cutest little phrases that she uses, and I don't have any cute little terminology or saying things. So if I were to all of a sudden start using phrases that Hillary were to use in my Zooms, in my posts, people are not going to associate that with me. They're going to be like, oh, she's just copying someone else. Don't be afraid to be you. People are friends with you and they're following you because they're attracted to you. the best the best advice I can give you is be confident in being you. If you're not being you, you know, then the people that were initially attracted to you aren't going to still follow you. You know, if they're attracted to someone with Hillary's personality and her terminology and stuff, they're going to find her whether or not I'm pretending to be her or not, because she's real and genuine. Like, don't be afraid of creating a following around your personality and who you are. Anyway, moving on. So we started our day with our why. We got some product pictures. And now we're going to jump into, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do I actually do this? So I like to start off with Instagram because Instagram's my baby. I find that I get a lot more interaction on Instagram than Facebook, but we'll hop over to Facebook as well. So if everyone wants to pull out their Instagram real quick, we are going to start by interacting on stories. And I will show you guys a little bit about how we start interacting via story. So Instagram and Facebook are a lot alike, but they're also different. As you might know, people will post to Facebook 3 to 4 times a day and no one blinks. People normally only post to Instagram max once a day. If you're posting 3 to 4 times a day in like your feed, regular post on Instagram, that's a huge no-no. That's going to really throw off your algorithms and stuff. People, if they're wanting to share content a lot of times throughout the day, they're going to put it in their stories on Instagram. So I'm going to try to screen share. Right now I'm on my laptop, so I'm going to try to add my phone as a user and screen share. We'll see how this goes. But if you don't know where the stories are on Instagram, we have a training video that kind of goes over the Instagram 101, kind of goes over all the different parts. But for time's sake, you just look for the little circle bubbles up at the top of the page with a bunch of different usernames. All right. We will see if this works. I really hope this works. This would make my life so much easier. Oh, yay. Hi, guys. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay still?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right. I'm just going to turn the volume on my phone all the way off. Okay, so you're going to go on over to Instagram. And instead of starting right next to my name, we are going to scroll all the way to the end. There you go. So your stories are in order of the people you most interact with to the people you least interact with. So by scrolling all the way to the end, you're going to be interacting with new people that you haven't been interacting with on stories, people that you haven't been interacting with on their posts. So this is a good way to keep your market fresh and maybe, you know, follow up or connect with people that you forgot that aren't in your algorithm anymore. And when we interact on people's stories, we want to be intentional. You don't want to just send a bunch of emojis to something. You don't want to just say one-word comments. You should be commenting and interacting in full sentences and adding value. Have a conversation. Talk to them like they're right there in person. Now, with that being said, not every single story that they post are you going to be able to have a conversation with. Sometimes, you know, they'll just post, you know, like a picture of their food or something, and it can be a little hard to fully interact. Just a second, I'm gonna Well, when you interact with stories, does it bring their posts up more? Yes. So once they're in your algorithm, Instagram is going to put them up more in your feed and in your stories as well. And this is amazing for your algorithm because Instagram is saying, oh my goodness, like it thinks you wouldn't actively search this person out and are interacting with them because you haven't interacted with them in either a long time or never before. Also, you might have noticed how easy it was for me to scroll all the way to the end of my stories, even though I have a bunch of followers. Instagram will only show you 250 people in your stories. It doesn't show you every single person that you're following their stories. So these are the top 250 people in my algorithm, with the least ones being down at the bottom. And by me interacting towards the end, Instagram is going to be adding more and more new people to that list. So I will start interacting, kind of show you what I do. And this also means, you know, like you're going to start popping up in their algorithms as well. If they're not interacting with you, your story's not popping up. Remember, Instagram only shares 250 people's stories. If you're not one of their top 250 people, your story bubble isn't even going to pop up for them to see. The way we change that is by interacting with people and then also having people interact with us. If you have an amazing story where people are interacting with it, Instagram is going to be like, okay, this is something people are liking. This is something people are interested in. We're going to reward that and show it to more people. So just kind of remember that what we're doing to increase, you know, seeing other people's stuff in our feed, if you reverse it, we can use that to also increase how much people see our content. All right. Ooh, that's pretty. So I'm going to go to her page. Okay, so she's a cosmetologist. All right. And I love commenting on Instagram from the story because it sends it right to their inbox. So you don't have to, you know, RCM like we would on Facebook where you're reacting and commenting on a bunch of posts. You can do it through stories and it puts you right in their inbox. And then, like Courtney said, always try to include a question. Okay. And then I always like go to their, page 2 and just kind of get a feel of them. Like, because sometimes I'll follow like a really popular blogger or something. So I really want to make sure that my messages and my reach outs are going to actual people. So we're going to be doing this for the next few minutes. Try to get, 5 to 10 of these done. And then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Also, if you guys have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Okay, I already answered that one. And then I'm going to stop screen sharing because I think someone was trying to message me in a chat real quick. All right, so Kind of scrolling through stories. And I normally will only comment on, like, if someone has posted, for example, like 5, 6, 7 stories, I normally only comment and interact with 1 or 2 of their stories. It's not like I'm commenting on every single story that they share. I'm just looking for something they've shared that lets me get into their inbox and start a connection. And also just being real and genuine. Like if they share something that you have no interest in, that you wouldn't connect with in real life, then don't comment on it. Like people are going to tell like you being fake and trying to talk about something you don't know anything about. For example, one of my friends, she's a hunter. I am not really big into hunting, as in I've never gone hunting before. So if I'm like trying to start a conversation about her deer hunting, I'm going to look like a complete idiot because I have no clue what I'm talking about. Now, I could ask her like, oh, tell me more about it. But in all honesty, I'm not really interested in it. So I don't feel like I would be able to keep the conversation going. Rather, I would go to her page, try to find something that I would actually connect with her with, something where I can add value to and connect over that point. So don't try to force something that's just not there. There's so many people that you're going to be able to connect with. There's so many people that have the same interests as you. So if you have someone that, you know, doesn't have the same interests as you, don't try to force, you know, that connection. All right, I'll give you 1 more minute to finish these up, and then we'll move on. Another question I get a lot of times from people in chats or private message is, how do you connect with people that are in another company? So this just jogged my memory because one of the stories is a distributor from another company, and she's like, hi, my name's Laura. I'm this years old. I'm with this company, kind of sharing her journey. So what I do is I'll just start the conversation, be like, hey, you know, I saw your story sharing your you know, journey with your company. Like, how long have you been with the company? How is it going for you? Start an open and honest conversation. I was with another health and wellness company when Lavelle found me. And on the outside, it looked like I had everything together. I was a top enroller for the company. I was yada, yada, yada. But what people didn't see was my paychecks. My paychecks sucked. I was still falling behind on bills. I wasn't making the amount of money that the company said I was supposed to be making, even though I was a top enroller. You never know who is portraying that they're very successful, but on the inside, they're scared. They're wondering what's wrong with me. I'm not making enough money. So just open up the conversation, you know. You don't have to be pushy and be like trying to recruit them. You know, just let them share their story with you. And yeah, that's the most advice I can give, is just being open and honest. There's not a set like, you know, formula or outline that I go through. I just try to get to know them as a person. If it was the company I was with before, you know, I'll bring up, oh yeah, I was with them for 3 years, and you know, I did learn a lot from it, and you know, just starting that conversation. What do y'all think of Herbalife? So I've used their products before, and like their little energy tea thing was like a coffee drink for me. It gave me energy for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. But I also know that they are in a bunch of lawsuits as well. So that's why I've like never really supported them. I don't know a whole lot about like the business side and what people make or anything like that. I just know that they've been having a lot of legal issues, and that their products didn't really do a whole lot of things for me. So, all right. So finish up that story, and then we are going to move on to interacting on actual posts and finding new people to interact with a different way. So I'm going to go try to screen share again real quick. Let you guys finish that up. I get feedback that they gain weight after stopping. That could be a possibility. I know that a lot of their ingredients aren't necessarily the best and that their products have a lot of caffeine in them. And they don't really promote an overall lifestyle change from what I've seen. Of course, it's going to be different distributor to distributor and how they promote it and stuff. But the group of people that sold it where I was from, like, it was just a quick fix. Oh, you don't have to work out. You don't have to do any of this. Just drink this drink. And so when people stopped drinking it, their lifestyle hadn't changed. They were still eating McDonald's every day. They still weren't being active. And so they obviously gained all the weight back because there's no lifestyle change. But once again, it might differ person to person. You know, I'm not saying all people that do Herbalife are like that. But I mean, the same could even be said for Lavelle. You know, I have found people that promote Lavelle that are portrayed as kind of like, oh, just do the 3 steps and all of a sudden, you know, you're going to lose 100 pounds and you can still eat whatever you want to eat. You don't have to change your lifestyle. Like, never share that. Like, share that this is going to make you feel like you want to work out. Like, let them know that they're expected to change their lifestyle. You know, it's going to help control those sugar cravings. So you're going to start eating healthier. You need to drink water, you know, help them along those lifestyle changes too. Because if they're just, you know, taking their 3 steps, but they're still eating junk food every single day, they're still, you know, not drinking any water, they might have results, but the results aren't going to be as dramatic and life-changing as if they change their lifestyle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand. That's when I do my videos for Thrive, I also tell them about eating right and exercises as well, and that with that if they need it. But I just my questions about Herbalife was because of a lot of people are like, oh well, I was like, I think it's not, because I think they take a lot of shakes and a lot of other things just throughout the day, and knowing that and do that, you know, I mean, you can. There's other products that you can use and try. That if you work out, like if you're a gym rat, yeah, you can take a lot of stuff, but Herbalife is like you have to live on it in order to like see differences.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge commitment. And one thing that sets us apart from every other company, I have not found this with any other health and wellness company, is we can get our products for free. Customers can get their products for free. So even then, like, okay, maybe, you know, you like the products, you like the way they taste, but, you know, it's a huge financial commitment. And can you get them for free? Like, does the company want you to have the products for free? You know, do they actually care about that? So that's something I always bring up as well. And then, yeah, just asking them, oh, wow, you take so many shakes. Isn't that hard to stay consistent? Like, are you able to do that every single day? Like, are you able to maintain it? Is that the story thing?
That was me at 6:00 this morning.
Okay. I was like trying to see my screen right now is like a little blurry. So I think there must be something with the internet in our area. I have a few people on my team that were saying it wasn't working. So moving on, we are going to go to who we're following on Instagram. And then you see this little up and down arrow. We're going to click that. And we're going to click latest. So this is going to arrange your followers from the people you've most recently followed at the top, and then the people you've been following the longest down at the bottom. So these are people that I probably added on Instagram yesterday. So we are just going to go and interact with everyone new. This is how you can really grow your market and get people to follow you back. You don't just send out, you know, following requests and then don't interact. So we're going to go over here. And this is so important. Look at, she has something in her story. I'm going to go look at her posts. This is her second most recent post. This is from July 20th. I'm not going to interact. This one is from 6 days ago. I will interact on this one. You don't want to go crazy and interact with her three most recent posts like you would on Facebook, because it's from July 20th, and this one is from July 19th. Okay, those were months ago. You don't want to seem like a creeper. So I'll interact on her most recent one. Make sure you like it. Oh, and she got engaged. All right, let's look at her story. Okay, it looks like birthday maybe. All right, so I'm going to go in and there you go. Always end with a question. All right, gonna go back, and now I'm gonna go with another person that I recently followed. And we're gonna do this for a few minutes, try to get, like I said, 5 to 10 of these done. And this is gonna really boost your algorithm. I like doing this first thing in the morning before I post my post of the day, because it's gonna put fresh people in my algorithm. It's gonna show Instagram that I'm super active and that I'm not just doing things about me. If you are only going on Instagram to post your stories, to post your picture, and you're not interacting with other people, that is a huge no-no. Instagram does not like that. Instagram doesn't like selfish people. So make sure that you're showing love and interacting before you post, and then after you post as well. And these are things that I do throughout the day. Like, it took us a lot longer to do it because I'm like showing you guys how, and we're having a conversation, but interacting with stories, 5 minutes here and there throughout the day. Interacting with my new followers, easily 5-10 minutes here or there throughout the day. These are things that you can do in a short amount of time that you're going to be able to fit in your schedule throughout your day. If you're working and you're on a lunch break, okay, interact with stories for 5 minutes while you're eating. You know, if you are running to town and you are waiting to pick up your kids and you're in the pickup line, interact with some new followers while you're waiting. These are things that are easily fit into your schedule throughout the day. There are no excuses to not interact this way. Let me pull up the chat. Where is the date? So if you scroll down, like on the bottom of their posts, you can see, like, this one's October 27th. This is her most recent post. This one is October 19th. So it looks like she hasn't posted anything for almost a month. She doesn't have anything in her story. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to like this picture. But something else I'm going to do, if you go up to this little arrow here, maybe it's this one. Okay, if you hit the following one, you can go to notifications, and I'm going to get a notification for when she posts. That way I know to go interact with her. It's going to be her first time posting in a while, so I want to be sure I don't miss it. And I'm going to even turn on the story post. So if she posts in her story, I'm going to get a little notification that she's active. This is also something that I do for people that I've been having a conversation with about Thrive. I turn on notifications for their posts and their stories because I want to show them that I care about them as a person. I'm invested in their personal life as well, and not just talking to them about Thrive. All right, so we're going to go on to this one. I'll show you guys one more. All right, so this one was August 29th. Cute puppy dog. This one's October 11th. Goodness. These people do not post. I'm still going to like this one. Super cute. Does she have anything in her story? Nope. So I'm going to go notifications, turn it on. All right. Do that. So finishing up doing that, another thing that I've been doing recently is showing people that you're part of a community. We have about 8 minutes before this is going to kick us off. I'm going to jump right back on when the time's expired. If you guys want to keep working, you guys can hop right back on and I'll start a new Zoom. It'll be the same Zoom code and everything. But taking a picture and showing people that you're part of a community. People don't want to join just you going for your goals. They want to see that there's other people there that are going to support them. They want to know that we work together, that we're not competing against each other. So many companies, it's you against everyone else in the company. You know, you don't add people that are promoters with, you know, your same company, because they might steal your potentials. So showing people that we work together, that there's support for them, and that, you know, we're thrivers. We're up on a Saturday morning working together, helping each other, you know, hit your own goals and stuff. That is huge. So I'm just going to take a quick picture. All right, now let's see, 7 minutes. We're gonna make the switch over to Facebook now. If you guys have any questions at any time, just let me know. You can feel free to unmute yourself too. It doesn't have to just be me talking. All right, and so same with Facebook. I'm gonna start up at the stories. I don't know if your guys' app updated, but my Facebook app updated the other day, and so now my stories looks a little different. It's stacked 2 levels, so there's one thing of stories, and then below it there's another thing of stories. We're still gonna scroll all the way to the end. As you might notice, when your stories pop up, it's people that you interact with a lot, or you see a lot of their posts. So, or it might be a lot of thrivers. What you can do if it's a bunch of thrivers, like I tell my team, I love you guys dearly. I love supporting you, and I love seeing your content, but I will unfollow. I don't unfriend. I will unfollow you so your posts aren't cluttering up my newsfeed. I want to see non-thrivers. Yes, I still share love on my team's posts, but what I do is I know who's on my team. I will specifically search for their page, go to their page, and love and comment and react on their posts. Same as with sister teams and stuff like that, because I want my feed to be non-thrivers. If I have someone that becomes a customer, I do the same thing. You know, I'll unfollow them, but they're still on my customer list, and I make sure I'm always showing love and adding value to my customers, to, you know, potentials, that type of thing. I'm going to scroll all the way to the end, and yes, it's a bunch of people that I have not interacted with. Facebook is the exact same as Instagram in the fact that it doesn't show you every single friend's story. It's only going to show you the top 250, 300 stories that are active right now. And like half of these people at the end of my stories list is completely different than earlier this week. Like if I would have seen this person pop up, I wouldn't have even known we were friends. Like that's how many people that are hidden in my algorithm that are now popping up from doing this consistently. Thanks for hopping on. Have a good rest of your day.
No problem. I love getting on these meetings. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks. You too. All right. So once again, I see a lot on like Facebook. A lot of other network marketers sharing their stories and whatnot. So once again, just starting that conversation, you know, oh, how long have you been doing this? How is it going? Do you like where you are? You know, I also always tell them though, like, I am with Thrive. I am happy where I'm at. That way you don't waste their time and get their hopes up thinking they're going to be able to recruit you. Like, keep it honest, but also show that, you know, you love supporting other people, that you are going to be cheering them on, that you want them to succeed, that you're not going to be negative, wanting them to fail in their company so that they come over to you. Like, that type of mindset is so negative and so wrong that you would want someone else to fail so that they would join you. And people are going to be able to pick that up. So, like, even just, you know, if they share, like, oh, you know, I got a new customer today, like cheer them on, even if they are in a competing company. Like you should care about that person and how they're doing, if that makes sense. Another thing that I do is any type of Instagram story that I have, I normally send it over to Facebook as well. So a couple things with that. If you put a poll up in Instagram and you have it set to where it automatically just posts to Facebook, your poll will not go to Facebook. It'll show the poll, but people won't be able to interact on it. So what I do is instead of having it set up to where you post to Instagram and automatically post to Facebook, I have it where it saves a copy of my picture or my post to my phone, and then I'll just go to Facebook and upload that picture. I like to edit all of my stories and stuff in Instagram more than Facebook. It just has a lot more options, and it's a lot easier for me. But then I always make sure, if I put a poll or a question or a quiz, that I'm putting those things on Facebook by itself because they're a little different. Let's see. Trying to go over my notes.
Mandy, how long have you noticed that your poll won't carry over to Facebook? Is that a new thing, or is that how it's always been?
How it's always been. So it'll show like the poll, but people won't be able to click it and interact with it. So like,
well, I posted a poll yesterday in my Instagram because that's how I do it. I always just post an Instagram and it shares over, and everybody that was voting on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's changed. I know they did update the app this week, so maybe that's available now. But I know before it wasn't able to vote. I would have to put a separate poll on my Facebook one. So I will definitely try that out because that would be awesome if I didn't have to go back in and do that.
Yeah, I was wondering if my thing was about to stop doing that. Like if maybe it was an old feature and now the new one wasn't letting it or whatever.
Yeah. So another question I get a lot is what type of content to post on Instagram, what type of content to post on Facebook, especially story-wise. And so I have a few notes to go over on that. This is going to kick us off in like 30 seconds. So I'm just going to end this Zoom and restart it. It's going to be the exact same code if you guys want to hop on. If you want to go about your day, that's totally fine as well. I am going to record the second part as well. So if you need to go about your day, no worries. So I'm just going to end this real quick and we'll maybe see you on the Zoom again.